We begin with the latest from the Gulf region. Tensions between the United States and Iran continue to rise, even as both sides prepare for nuclear talks in Geneva later this week. US President Donald Trump has warned that while he prefers a diplomatic deal with Iran, military action is still on the table. Trump dismissed media reports suggesting hesitation within the US military and insisted that any conflict with Iran would be won quickly.
Everything that has been written about a potential war with Iran has been written incorrectly and purposefully so. I am the one that makes the decision. I would rather have a deal than not. But if we don't make a deal, it will be a very bad day for that country and very sadly its people, because they are great and wonderful, and something like this should never have happened to them.
Well, the United States has deployed a massive military presence in the region, including 2 aircraft carriers, dozens of warplanes and multiple naval vessels, signalling that Washington is prepared for possible military action if diplomacy fails. Iran is also responding with strong warnings of its own. In the latest, Tehran said that any American strike would result in a ferocious response from its forces. This, Tehran added, could spark a wider regional conflict involving multiple countries. Indirect US-Iran nuclear talks are scheduled to resume in Geneva on February the 26th, which Iran calls a possible window of opportunity for diplomacy.
The Islamic Republic of Iran remains committed to diplomacy and dialogue as the most effective path toward de-escalation and sustainable security. Recent diplomatic engagement here in Geneva, which will continue this Thursday, demonstrate that a new window of opportunity exists for negotiations to address differences and build confidence, provided that they uphold mutual respect, equitable treatment, and non-selective application of international norms.
And Iran is also facing internal pressure. Fresh student protests have erupted at universities, with demonstrators raising anti-government slogans. Washington's closest ally in the region, Israel, is also watching the situation closely. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has underlined that military cooperation between Israel and the United States is closer than ever. Israel has long pushed for a hard line on Iran's nuclear program and remains prepared for possible escalation.
I have conveyed and made it clear to the Ayatollah regime that if they happen to make the gravest mistake in their history and attack the state of Israel, we will respond with a force they cannot even imagine. Israel has never been stronger. The alliance with the United States has never been closer.
Meanwhile, India has also taken a cautious stance. New Delhi yesterday released an advisory urging its citizens to leave Iran immediately if possible, citing the uncertain security situation. Around 10,000 Indians are estimated to be living in Iran, and the government has urged them to stay in touch with the embassy. Among others, Sweden, Serbia, Poland and Australia too have urged their citizens to leave the country. So for now, diplomacy and the threat of war are moving side by side. Talks in Geneva could lower tensions, but if negotiations fail, the region could be heading towards another major crisis.
Power doesn't end quietly. Some deaths are not accidents. They are messages. A gunshot. A crowd. A country frozen. The killer disappears. The questions don't. This is not just about who died. It's about what followed. Governments fell. Armies moved. History rewrote itself. 5 leaders. 5 moments. One pattern. The assassination.